It's been my view since I came to the Senate. That's why I'm proud.
Jim Crow Joe is on stage at the DNC. We're about to go right into that. We're not going to waste any time tonight. Jim Crow Joe is on stage at the DNC. We will be going right to that. Let's get into that, y'all.
Because when unions do well, we
in the building.
Do well.
We are in the building. Tune in.
You got it, man. You got it.
Jim Crow Joe is in the building, y'all. Jim Crow Joe is in the building. We're jumping right into the show.
I'm proud. Look, remember he told we couldn't get anything done because we couldn't get anything done in the Congress?
You haven't gotten anything done, Joe. Come on, Joe. You haven't gotten anything done. What have you gotten done, Joe? You haven't gotten anything done. What have you gotten done? What have you gotten done, Joe? What have you gotten done? Absolutely nothing.
Well, with your support, we passed the most significant climate law in the history of mankind.
We're jumping right into it tonight, y'all. We're jumping right into it. Tune in, and hit that like button.
Over $370 billion. Cutting carbon emissions in half by 2030. Launching a climate corps, similar to AmeriCorps and Peace Corps, creating tens of thousands of jobs for young people of the future who are going to make sure this continues. Creating hundreds of thousands of jobs in clean energy for American workers.
Hit that like button if you're voting for Jim Crow Joe. If you're a Jim Crow Joe fan, hit that like button. Hit that like button. This is night one of the DNC. We have a lot to get to. We had to come in hot with a Jim Crow Joe speaking first. We got a lot to get to, y'all.
Including the IBW installing 500,000 charging stations all across America. And in the process, reducing carbon emissions. And we're seeing it. We're seeing to it that the first beneficiaries of environmental initiatives are those fence-lined communities that have been smothered by the legacy of pollution. Louisiana and Delaware.
Jim Crow Joe, we know it's past your bedtime. Man. Did they give the president to stay up this? What did they give the president to stay up this late? He has let it be known that this is past his bedtime. His hours of operation are from 10 to what? 4? What did they give the president to stay up? What did they give him? Did they give him some type of, Hunter Biden fentanyl pack to keep him up? What did they give president? What did they give our president to stay up this late? This is past his bedtime. Is it not? I don't know what they gave him. I have no knowledge. But this is past his bedtime. What is he doing up this late?
Cities get back their schools back open. And we gave public schools.
Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. We got a lot to get to tonight. We're coming in hot with Jim Crow Joe.
We created apprenticeships with businesses and communities.
We got a lot to get to.
On a path to a good paying job, whether or not they go to college. And by the way, we're making college a hell of a lot more affordable. Increasing Pell Grants by 900.
Oh, that's a misnomer, Joe. The college students, they're going to college and they're coming out into the real world and they can't afford anything. They can't afford a house. They can't afford an apartment because you've ruined the economy so badly. That's a fact.
We kept our commitment to provide more student relief than ever by lifting the burden.
Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button.
Of families so they can get married, start a family, buy a home.
We got 12 people in the building. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. We got a lot to get to. It's going to be a long show. We got a lot to get to. I promise you.
It's not costing us, it's creating more wealth.
A lot to get to tonight.
We fundamentally transformed how our economy grows. From the middle.
How is the economy growing, Jim Crow Joe? How is the economy growing? You're ruining the economy. You're burdening the American people with your overspending, with you giving and incentivizing the immigrant class, Joe Biden. How are you helping the economy? You're hurting the American people, Jim Crow Joe. That's why everybody wants you to leave. Everybody wants you to leave because you're hurting our economy. And the reality is a lot of Democrats are going to smile in your face, Jim Crow Joe. But secretly, you know they want you out of there, Joe. They're sending you off to pasture, Joe. You're like Old Yeller. You ever see the movie? You know, remember Old Yeller? They sent Old Yeller out to pasture. This is the Democrats sending him out to pasture. And he should have a gripe with the Democrats, because maybe in his heart he felt like he was ready. Maybe in his heart he felt like he could go another 4 years, but they did him dirty. They kicked him up out of there. They kicked him out of there. Nobody had his back. Not Barack, not Kamala. Nobody had his back. That's an absolute fact.
Many of you are very successful people who travel the world. Name me a country in the world that doesn't think we're the leading nation in the world. Without America, not a joke, think about it.
Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. We got about 30 people in the building. Hit that like button. We got a lot to get to tonight. A lot to. We got to get to Roland Martin. We got to get to the protesters outside the DNC. We got to get to Hillary Clinton. We got a lot to get to tonight. We got a lot to get to, man. Hit that like button.
In America, like everything else, guess what? On his watch, the murder rate went up 30%, the biggest increase in history. Meanwhile, we made the largest investment, Kamala and I, in public safety ever. Now, you
made the largest investment in public safety, and guess what? It's bankrupting the country. Inflation is skyrocketed. The price of groceries are out of control, Biden. Stop bragging about all the money you blew. You blew a lot of taxpayers' money. You blew a lot of taxpayers' money, and we're paying for it. Not you. We're paying for it.
And folks, the distinguished senator from the C Senate from California and I passed the first ban on assault weapons.
What did I say? What did I say? If you have been watching me, I said that the Democrats were going to make gun control the top issue. The Democrats are trying to make gun control the top issue. We already know what the top issues are this election season, Joe Biden. Don't try to change the narrative. The main issue is the inflation, is the economy. You can't wiggle out of that, sir. You are responsible for this bad economy in the shape that it's in. The Democrats are desperately trying to make this about gun control this season. No. The top issue is the economy and the state that this economy is in and the inflation that we're dealing with.
Time to ban assault weapons again.
Again, they're trying to make gun control on the top of the ticket. When you ask anybody at these rallies, ask anybody at these Democratic rallies, the number one thing that they're dealing with is what? Inflation. We're all dealing with it. Some may say abortion. Some may say immigration, but everybody is dealing with the crippling weight of inflation, Joe Biden. Gun control is not on everybody's mind. That's an absolutely misnomer.
The strongest bipartisan border deal in the history of the United States.
Hey, we got 100 people in the building, and we only got 7 likes. I need y'all to hit that like button. Hit that like button right now, y'all. We got 100 people in the building. Hit that like button. Hit that like button.
What a thrill.
Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that.
And silence through the night.
We have a lot to get to. Roland Martin, Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton. We got a lot to get to. Hit that like button.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
Hit that like button right now. Hit that subscription button right now. We have a lot to get to. We got to talk about Roland Martin getting pressed by a BLM activist. We got to talk about the protesters swarming the DNC. We got to talk about Jim Crow Joe here. We got to get to Hillary. Hit that like button. Hit that subscription button right now. Hit it right now. Hit it to the beat. Hit it to the beat. Hit it to the beat. Hit it to the beat.
Once it passed, and never acknowledged those expansive border change in American history. He called senators to say, don't support the bipartisan bill, because he said it would help me politically and hurt him politically. My God. No, I'm serious. Think about it. Not a joke. Ask even the press who doesn't like me. They'll tell you that's true. Typically Trump, once again.
Does it look like Joe Biden's cognitive skills are dissipating? He looks. I mean, right now it looks all right. You know, I don't know what he took, what he has taken to stay up this late. We all know this is past his bedtime. But does it look like his cognitive skills are dissipating? I'm just asking the question because everybody keeps saying that his cognitive skills are dissipating. The mental fog is setting in. He's older now. I'm just asking the question. Do you guys see that? Is that what you're seeing? Is that what you're seeing? I want to know what he's took. I want to know what he took to stay up this late. I really do. I want to know. I'm very curious to know what he took to stay up this late. We all know his bedtime is at 4 p.m. So I want to know what he took to stay up this late. It's 11 o'clock in Chicago right now. Way past his bedtime.
And your freedom to choose.
Fredro, what's up, Fredro? What's up, Fred? Fred05, what's good, bro? Fred 509, what's up, man? Good to see you, bro.
Quote, women are not without electrical, not allowed, electoral.
Get it together, Joe. Get it together, Joe. You're stumbling and fumbling over the words. You're fumbling all over the words, Joe. Get it together, bro. The Democrats are looking at you now and they say, yeah, it's a good thing we got rid of him. It's a good thing we cleaned up the White House. It's a good thing he's leaving. I'm going to be honest with you. The Democrats are sending him out to pasture right now. They're treating Jim Crow Joe like Old Yeller. They're sending him out to pasture right now. Sadly. You know?
MAGA Republicans found out the power of women in 2022.
Hold on. You're talking about the power of women, Jim Crow Joe. What about the protesters that were outside of the building? We're going to get to them. There were a lot of protesters from the LGBTQ, women's rights, and pro-Palestine. They were out there, and they were not happy with your administration. We're going to get to that. The protesters outside were not happy with the Democrats. We're going to get to it.
And Donald Trump is going to find out the power of women in 2024. Watch.
We're gonna get to all the feminists that was outside. It was feminists, LGBTQ, and pro-Palestine, and they were not happy with the Democrats. They were not happy. We're gonna get to it.
And we're Trump and his mega Republican right-wingers.
If you want to be a part of the discussion, let me just say this real quick. If you want to be a part of the discussion, please, we put respect on all donors here. Please put it in the super chat. We put respect on the donors here. I want people to be a part of the discussion and the dialogue here. Please put it in the super chat. We put respect on the donors. Let's get back into it. Let's get back into it.
Seek to erase history. We Democrats continue to write history and make more history.
And hit that like button, y'all. 200 people in the building. Hit that like button right now. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button right now. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. All right? Let's get back into it.
I'm proud to have kept my commitment to appoint the first black woman in the United States Supreme Court. Ketanji Brown.
Pander. Kung Fu pander.
For every young woman in America that you can do anything. I'm proud that I've kept my commitment to have an administration that looks like America and that taps in to the full talent of our nation. The most diverse cabinet in history, including the first black woman of South Asian descent to serve as vice president. And will soon serve as the 47th president of the United States. She is good. Look. Thank you, Kamala.
The people are thanking Jim Crow Joe for absolutely bankrupting the country. Fumbling foreign politics. All of these countries at war. And sending us into a state of inflation. This is what they're thanking Jim Crow Joe for. We're on the brink of war with all these different countries. We're dealing with an inflation. And you have the Democrats thanking Joe. What are you thanking him for, Democrats? What exactly are you thanking him for?
Folks, I've long said we have many obligations as a nation.
Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all.
What a thrill.
We got 187 people in the building. Hit that like button.
Darkness and silence through the night.
Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I'm not playing around with y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button.
I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
Hit that like button. We got 187 people, but we only got 14 likes. Hit that damn like button right now. Hit it to the beat. 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 Yeah, now it says 200. Now it says 200. But hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Let's get back into it.
Go for saying I'd make no apologies. We have only one truly sacred obligation: to prepare and equip those we send to war and care for them and their families when they come home and when they don't. That's why I'm so proud to have written and signed the PACT Act. One of the most significant laws ever, helping veterans and their families exposed to toxic materials.
Jim Crow Joe, you haven't been helping the veterans. You have not been helping the veterans. There's veterans outside in the street, homeless, not being taken care of, don't have the health benefits, All while you're putting immigrants in high-rise hotels and giving them credit cards, Jim Crow Joe. You have not been taking care of our veterans.
Like burn pits in Agent Orange. I was around during the Vietnam War. It's hard. Nobody was able to prove that there's illness was a consequence of Agent Orange. And no one was able to prove initially that because they lived in burn pits like my son lived next to in Iraq for a year.
Is he talking about Hunter Biden, the drug user? Is he talking about Hunter Biden? Hunter Biden, was he in the service, y'all? Was Hunter Biden shooting skag between his toes while he was serving? Let me know. I'm looking at the chat. Again, if you want to be a part of the discussion, please put it in the super chat. I put respect on the donors here. I want people to be a part of this discussion, this dialogue. This is the most important election of our lifetime. Please be a part of the discussion. Please put it in the super chat. We want to hear from people tonight. I want to hear from people tonight.
That is the cause of their illness. But because of the PACT Act, a surviving spouse with 2 children is now eligible for a stipend of about $3,000 a month. And those children who lost a parent are eligible for tuition benefits to go to college and to get job training. It's already helping over 1 million veterans and their families just so far.
Joe, you haven't been helping the veterans. What are you talking about, helping the veteran? You haven't been helping them. I feel for the veterans. I really do feel, and I have nothing but the utmost respect for our veterans. Nothing but the utmost respect for our veterans. But Jim Crow Joe, you haven't been taking care of them. I really feel for them. You know, I can imagine a veteran that has served his country, fought the fight overseas, protected our country, protected our laws, protected what America stands for, and then for him to come back home, not have the benefits that he needs, homeless in the streets, not having the assistance that he needs. Maybe a lot of these veterans, some of them have PTSD, not getting the assistance that he needs, homeless in the streets, and he got to watch immigrants from another country be put in high-rise hotels with credit card. Are you serious? Is that what he fought for? Our veterans didn't fight for that. They were not fighting for that. Our veterans were not fighting to put immigrants up in high-rise hotels and give them credit cards. They were not fighting for that. They were not fighting for that.
Well, I love them, and I'm so proud of my son's service.
Again, is he talking about Hunter? Did Hunter serve his country? And is that where he developed his habit? Let me know.
But guess who doesn't get it and doesn't respect our veterans? We know from his own.
Hit that like button, y'all. We got 246 people in the building. Hit that like button. Hit that like button right now. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get back into it.
Chief of Staff, the 4-star General John Kelly, that Trump, when in Europe, would not go to the grave sites in France. The brave service members who gave their lives to this country. He called them suckers and losers. Who in the hell does he think he is? Who does he think he is?
That's a false story. One of the generals said that they heard him say it. There were other people there that said Trump did not say it. What Jim Crow Joe is talking about, some he said, she said, BS. He said, she said BS. Jim Crow Joe, you're like 80 years old. You acting like a high school girl on some he said, she said nonsense. Get to the issues. You wasn't there. You didn't hear nothing. You going off what another man told you. Other people have said that he did not say that. So you going off some he said, she said nonsense.
There's no words for a person. They are not the words of a person not worthy of being commander-in-chief. Period. Not then, not now, and not ever. I mean that.
Again, if you want to be a part of the discussion, please, and I want people to be a part of the discussion, please put it in the super chat. We put respect on the donors here. We put respect on the donors here. I want y'all to be a part of this discussion. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know how you're feeling about this election. Let me know what you're feeling about Jim Crow Joe and his words about Trump. Let me know.
I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Just as no commander-in-chief should ever bow down to a dictator, the way Trump bows down to Putin. I never have, and I promise you, Kamala Harris will never do it. Will never bow down. When Trump left office, Europe and NATO was in tatters. Not a joke. America First doctrine changed our whole image in the world. Well, they gave the hours, about 190 hours sum total, me and my counterparts who heads of state in Europe, to strengthen NATO. We did. We united.
What did they give to Jim Crow Joe to stay up this late? We want to know. We all know this is past his bedtime. What did they give to Jim Crow Joe to stay up this late? Inquiring minds want to know.
Not since Napoleon has Europe not looked over their shoulder at Russia with dread. Until now. Until now. Well, guess what? Putin thought he'd take Kyiv in 3 days. 3 years later, Ukraine is still free.
And you're sending over billions of our dollars, sending us into inflation as well. Are you going to talk about that, sir? You get $1 billion. Netanyahu, you get $1 billion. Zelensky, you get $1 billion. Small country, you get $1 billion. What about the American people? Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Thank you. Karen Cox, welcome to the block party. Go get me some barbecue potato chips and some alkaline water. Congratulations, you played yourself.
When I came to office, the conventional wisdom was that China would inevitably surpass the United States. They haven't noticed. No one's saying that now. And we'll keep working to bring hostages home and end the war in Gaza and bring peace and security to the Middle East.
Why haven't you done that? Why haven't you done that? Why haven't you done that? We're going to get to all the protesters outside. The protesters are not happy with you, Joe. They're not happy with this current administration. They're not happy with the job you've been doing in Israel and Palestine. They're not happy with you. Again, if you want to be a part of the discussion, please put it in the super chat. We put respect on the donors here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get back into it.
As you know, I wrote a peace treaty for Gaza. A few days ago, I put forward a proposal that brought us closer to doing that than we've done since October 7th. We're working around the clock, my Secretary of State, to prevent a wider war and reunite hostages with their families and surge humanitarian health and food assistance into Gaza now.
Somebody talked about the protesters. We're going to get to the protesters. There was a lot of protesters outside. They were not happy. And it wasn't just pro-Palestine protesters. There was some LGBTQ protesters, also feminists, that were not happy with the Democrats at the job they've been doing. The Democrats are not feeling welcomed in Chicago.
Those protesters out in the street, they have a point.
Talk about it.
Innocent people are being killed.
So why haven't you done anything to stop it? Why haven't you done anything? They're tired of you and the excuses. They're tired of you licking ice cream talking about, what's happening over there. They're tired of you not doing anything, Jim Crow Joe. People are unhappy with the things you've been doing in your administration. Yeah, anybody saw that video? Anybody saw that video of Jim Crow Joe? Hope y'all didn't hear. Of Jim Crow Joe licking that ice cream. Ridiculous.
On both sides. Just as we worked around the clock to bring home wrongfully detained Americans and others from Russia in one of the most complicated swaps in history. But they're home. Kamala and I are going to keep working to bring all Americans.
Keep working. You haven't been working for the last 3.5 years. Y'all been pushing pencils, licking ice cream, buying new suit pants. You ain't been working. Those protesters outside, they don't feel like you've been working. Black people that are deciding not to vote for Kamala, they don't feel like you've been working. A lot of people feel like you have not been working, Joe.
Wrongfully detained around the world. Home. I mean it. Folks, I've got 5 months left in my presidency.
Good riddance. Good riddance. Don't let the doorknob hit you with a good Lord split you. Good riddance, Joe. Everybody wants you out of there. The Democrats want you out of there. The Republicans want you out of there. Everybody has come to the consensus that you are a terrible president. And the Democrats are using this convention to send you out the pasture. You were a terrible president. You got nothing done. Empty promises. You wasted everybody's time. You know? That's a fact there.
I've got a lot to do. I intend to get it done. It's been the honor of my lifetime to serve as your president. I love the...
Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. We got a lot to get to. We got to get to Roland Martin. We got to get to Hillary Clinton. We got to get to the protesters outside. We got a lot to get to.
Job, but I love my country more. I love my country more. And all this talk about how I'm angry at all those people who said I should step down. That's not true.
You was Aggie, Joe. You was Aggie that they told you to get out the White House. You was mad at Barack. You was mad at Kamala. You were mad at all of them. You were mad. Stop acting like you wasn't mad, Joe. You was tight. You was tight. You know, you felt like you had more in the tank, but they was like, nah, old nigga, it's time to go.
True.
Notice how they're cheering for him. Notice how they're cheering for him, right? But you don't hear them screaming, 4 more years, 4 more years, 4 more years. You don't hear nobody screaming, 4 more years, 4 more years. Everybody's screaming, thank you, Joe. Get the hell out the White House, Joe. It's time to go, Joe. It's time to go, Joe. It's time to go, Joe. Good riddance, Joe. Good riddance, Joe. Good riddance, Joe. Why you don't hear 4 more years, Joe? Why you don't hear 4 more years? If they really respected you, if they really felt that you were a great president, because when Ronald Reagan, you know what I mean? When Ronald Reagan was running for president, even when Barack Obama did his 8 years, people were screaming 4 more years for him. Why aren't they screaming for 4 more years for you, Joe? Why aren't they screaming for 4 more years? Come on now. Come on now.
I love my country more, and we need to preserve our democracy. In 2024, we need you to vote.
Hit that like button, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hit that like button, y'all. Hold on. We got a little issue here. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
All-in-one tool for converting.
Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I think hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Give me 1 second, man. Yeah, so Jim Crow Joe, his speech ended. Let me see if I can pull back this a little bit. My fault. Hold on. Let's pull back a little bit. His speech ended. Give me 1 second. Because that was the live stream. I was watching the live stream of it. What is this? Why are they bring me here for? Let me see if I could, hold on. Damn it. Hold on. Let's come here. Let's get towards here. See what he says.
Trump killed the strongest bipartisan border deal in the history of the United States. That we negotiated with the Senate Republicans took 4 weeks. Once it passed, and they acknowledged the most expansive border change in American history, he called senators to say, don't support the bipartisan bill, because he said it would help me politically and hurt him politically. My God. No, I'm serious. Think about it. Not a joke. Ask even the press who doesn't like me. They'll tell you that's true. Typically, Trump, once again, putting himself first and America last. Then I had to take executive action. The result of the executive action I took, border encounters have dropped over 50%. In fact, there are fewer border crossings today than when Donald Trump left office.
That's a lie. That's another lie. That's a lie right there. the fact is, Joe, forget about the border crosses. Forget about the border crossing. You just letting these people in. And then when you're letting them in, as soon as you let them in, you're sending them to a sanctuary city or a sanctuary state. That has to end. Like, for anybody not to think that, the pure incompetence that this administration has had at the border, think about it. Kamala Harris was the border czar. She's never been to the border. And anybody that lives in a sanctuary city like a New York, I live in New York. New York is spending $5 billion on the immigrant crisis alone. It's an issue. Stop lying to the American public, Joe. It's an issue. And it's your fault. It's your fault, Jim Crow Joe. It's your fault. It's nobody else's fault. And we got a lot to get to. We're gonna talk about Roland Martin getting pressed at the DNC. We got to get to that. A beat. We got to get to that. But let's continue with Jim Crow Joe here.
And unlike Trump, we will not demonize immigrants, saying they're the poison of blood of America. Poison the blood of our country. Kamala and I are committed to strengthening legal immigration, including protecting dreamers and more. And here's what else I believe in. Protecting your freedom to vote, your freedom to love who you love, and your freedom to choose. In its decision overturning Roe v. Wade, as you heard earlier tonight, the United States Supreme Court majority wrote the following, quote, women are not without electoral.
Oh my goodness! What's with all the fumbling of the words? Well, but the not without electrical. What's with all the fumbling, man? Stop with all the fumbling. Damn.
Or political power. No kidding. MAGA Republicans found out the power of women in 2022. And Donald Trump is going to find out the power of women in 2024.
Keep in mind, y'all, it was a lot of angry protesters outside. They were not happy with the Democrats. We're going to get to that. It was a lot of angry protesters. There were some feminists out there. There were some LGBTQ people from that community. They were out there, and a lot of pro-Palestine people out there. They were not happy. And they were all joined together. And they voiced their disappointment with the Democrats. So this is what happens when you pander to every community. When you pander to every single community, don't do the actual work. You just pander. You're not willing to do the work. You're just pandering. But you're not doing any work to help them. When you do that, you play in their faces, and then they want to hold you accountable. Democrats, you are being held accountable. You are being held accountable by the pro-Palestine protesters. You are being held accountable by the LGBTQ community. You are being held accountable by the feminist community. As you should be. You should be held accountable.
And where Trump and his mega Republican right-wingers seek to erase history, we Democrats continue to write history and make more history. I'm proud to have kept my commitment to appoint the first black woman in the United States Supreme Court. Ketanji Brown Jackson, a symbol for every young woman in America that you can do
Hit that like button. Hit that like button, y'all.
anything. I'm proud that I've kept my commitment to have an administration that looks like America and that taps in to the full talent of our nation. The most diverse cabinet in history, including the first black woman of South Asian descent to serve as vice president.
Notice how he said the first South Asian woman. This is not a black woman. Let me run that back. I'm gonna have to run that one back. Let me run that back. Cause this is like what I said earlier. When you want to pander to all these communities, you want to pander to the Southwest Asian community, you want to pander to the Indian community, you want to pander to the black women community. What is she? Is she Indian? Southwest Asian? Is she a black woman? Is she a biracial woman? The Democrats, listen, all this tap dancing that they doing to pander to all these different communities, it's not working. It's not working anymore. It's not working.
I'm serious. That comes from here. And now it's time to ban assault weapons again. And demand.
This is what the Democrats are doing. They want to make gun control at the top of the ticket. Don't allow them to make gun control at the top of the ticket. We know what's at the top of the ticket. At the top of the ticket is what? Inflation, the economy. If you want to put immigration up there, I would put it up there. Some women are going to feel like abortion rights. That's up there. Those are the things of this election season. Gun control is not at the top of the ticket right now. That's not what most Americans' concerns are. Most Americans' concerns are going to lay within immigration, inflation, the economy, and abortion rights. The Democrats are trying to make gun control at the top of the ticket. Absolutely ridiculous.
Universal background checks. It's hard. I never thought I'd stand before a crowd of Democrats and refer to a president as a liar so many times. No, I'm not trying to be funny. It's sad.
You lied on the stage tonight. You lied and said that Trump said something that he didn't say. I mean, you were on this podium acting like a schoolgirl on some he said, she said type stuff. Unless you got a video recording of Trump saying that he was making, saying that about the veterans that, lost their lives. Unless you got a video recording of that, I'm not believing that, Jim Crow Joe. I'm sorry. I don't care who heard it. What he said, she said stuff. You acting like a schoolgirl, Jim Crow Joe. One of the generals called you after school. He was probably laying on his belly with his feet kicked up in the air. Jim Crow Joe, guess what Donald Trump said to me? He said, she said stuff. There were people there that said that Trump did not say it. The reality is this: Jim Crow Joe wasn't even there, but he keeps telling people that, oh, this is what Trump said, and he made light of this. Jim Crow Joe wasn't even there. You're taking somebody's words for it that you wasn't there. Nobody's vouching for it. Like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. You're spouting lies. You have no concrete evidence that he said it. You're just taking somebody else's word for face value, Jim Crow Joe. That's what you're doing.
Trump continues to lie about the border. Here's what he won't tell you. Trump killed the strongest bipartisan border deal in the history of the United States. That we negotiated with the Senate Republicans. It took 4 weeks. Once it passed, and they acknowledged the most expansive border change in American history, he called senators to say, don't support the bipartisan bill.
Hit that like button. Hit that like button. We got a lot to get to, man.
He said it would help me politically and hurt him politically. My God. No, I'm serious. Think about it. Not a joke. Ask even the press who doesn't like me. They'll tell you that's true. Typically, Trump, once again, putting himself first and America last. Then I had to take executive action.
Why haven't you taken executive action on the inflation? Why haven't you taken executive action on the economy? People can't afford groceries. People can't afford to keep their apartment, their mortgage. Why haven't you taken executive action on the economy, Jim Crow Joe? Make it make sense. And that's going to be the uphill battle that these Democrats are going to have to deal with. They're going to have to deal with the uphill battle of, you keep telling us that, Kamala's going to be the right, fit for us, and she's going to fix this and she's going to fix that. But, Jim Crow Joe, you and her have been in office for the last 3.5 years. And people feel like you haven't been doing anything with your time in the office. They feel like you haven't been doing anything with your time in office. They feel like, you've been pushing pencils, buying new pantsuits, trying new ice cream flavors. Every week, Jim Crow Joe is going to Carvel, Baskin Robbins, trying new ice cream flavors. But you ain't been doing the work to fix our economy, huh? That's how most Americans feel, and that's going to be the uphill battle this election season, because you keep telling us that you're going to fix this, you're going to fix that, and Kamala's going to be better, and we tried to do this, but this didn't work. I mean, people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear your excuses. Because the reality is, inflation comes from governmental overspending. That's where inflation comes from, y'all. They could get on this podium and make all these excuses, point fingers at Big Pharma. You heard Kamala do that. Point fingers at Big Pharma, point fingers at the food industry, point fingers at the banking industry and the housing market. But at the end of the day, inflation comes from governmental overspending. Every time Zelensky get a new $1 billion pact, every time Netanyahu gets another $1 billion pact, governmental overspending, you blowing all that money. That's why we're in the state we are in our economy, because of you, Joe Biden. You don't know how to say no. I don't have enough money. We can't do it. We got to put the American people first. You don't know how to say no. You don't know how to say no to the immigrants. No immigrants, you can't come here. I know that you want the American dream, but listen, everybody can't come to America, just like everybody can't go to China. Everybody can't go to Dubai. Everybody can't go to Russia. Everybody can't come here either. That's just the reality. Could you imagine me as an American going to China and them putting me up in high-rise hotels and giving me credit cards to use. Can you imagine me as an American going to Russia and them putting me in high-rise hotels, giving me credit cards, and giving me a state job? Absolutely lunacy. But this is what we allow. This is what we allow in our country. In America, the American people are tired of it. They're tired of it. We're tired of being taken advantage of. We're tired of fitting your bill. We're tired of paying for it. We want you out of the White House pronto. We don't want to vote for the pantsuit messiah, otherly known as Kamala Harris. We don't want it. We don't want it.
The result of the executive action I took, border encounters have dropped over 50%. In fact, there are fewer border crossings today than when Donald Trump left office. And unlike Trump, we will not demonize immigrants.
If he made an executive order, this is what I want y'all to put your thinking caps on, y'all. Put your thinking caps on, because he's talking about an executive order that he did in terms of the border. Keep in mind that Kamala Harris was the border czar, and she said that she's never been to the border. In charge of the border, never been to the border. But let's go back to the executive order that he signed, right? If everybody in America has the general consensus that we are dealing with inflation, an economic crisis, everybody in America, whether you feel like, abortion is an important issue, whether you feel like immigration is an important issue, whether you feel like civil liberties, no matter what you feel as an American, we can all come to the consensus that inflation is a real issue in our country, right? Why hasn't he used his executive power to fix that? Why hasn't he used his executive power to fix that? To do things to implement him fixing that. We got 360 people in the building. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well. And again, if you want to be a part of the discussion, please put it in a super chat. We put respect on all donors here. We read all donations here. And I want people to be a part of the discussion and the dialogue. But why hasn't he signed an executive order to fix the inflation? We're all dealing with inflation. All of us, everybody in America, the feminists is dealing with inflation. The person of LGBTQ in that community, they're dealing with inflation. A white person is dealing with inflation. Black person, Hispanic person, all of us are dealing with inflation. Why haven't you used your executive power to fix that? One second though. Nana. Hey, Nana. Bye, Nana. Welcome to the block party, Nana. Hey, Nana. Welcome to the block party. I need you to get me some barbecue potato chips, sliced watermelon, turkey burgers, Hebrew Franks, kibasi sausage, and some red Kool-Aid, fruit punch. I need you to get that for me now, okay? Welcome to the block party. Welcome to the block party. Welcome to the block party. Let's get back into it.
Saying they're the poison the blood of America. Poison the blood of our country. Kamala and I are committed to strengthening legal immigration, including protecting dreamers and more. And here's what else I believe in. Protecting your freedom to vote, your freedom to love who you love, and your freedom to choose. In its decision overturning Roe v. Wade, as you heard earlier tonight, the United States Supreme Court majority wrote the following, quote, "Women are not without electoral."
Oh my goodness, bro. What is going on with this dude? Electrophysicists. Get it together, Joe. What are you talking about? Yeah, he definitely left at the right time, bro. It's time to go, Joe. It's time to go. This doesn't look good, Joe. You're fumbling with the words. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. What is going on, Joe? This is not good.
When I travel the world, which I do, more children in America are killed by a gunshot than
go back. Hold on.
back, proving the Wall Street didn't build America, the middle class built America, and union.
Hold on, go back.
And now it's the law of the land. Instead of paying $400 a month for insulin, seniors with diabetes will pay $35 a month.
Did I skip it? Hold on.
I made a commitment to you that I be a president for all Americans, whether you voted for me or not. We have done that. Studies show the major bills we have passed actually delivered more to red states than blue, because the job of the president is to deliver to all of America. Because of you.
Does he still have COVID as well? He's coughing. Hey, Sojourner, stop spamming. First and last warning, stop spamming.
I'm not exaggerating, because of you. We've had one of the most extraordinary 4 years of progress ever, period. When I say we, I mean Kamala and me. Just think about it. COVID no longer controls our lives. We've gone from economic crisis to the strongest economy in the entire world. Record 16 million new jobs. Record small business growth. Record high stock market. Record high 401ks. Wages up and inflation down, way down, and continuing to go down. The smallest racial wealth gap in 20 years. And yes, we both know we have more to do, but we're moving in the right direction.
We got a lot to get to, y'all. We're wrapping up with this Jim Crow Joe speech. We got a lot to get to. I got to get to Roland Martin. Anybody know Roland Martin? He got pressed at the DNC. We got to get to Roland Martin getting pressed at the DNC. We're getting ready to wrap up with this Joe Biden. He's putting me to sleep. I'm good and damn ready to go take a nap. I got to be honest with you. But we're going to get to Roland Martin. We got to get to the protesters as well. We got to get to the protesters outside. But we're getting ready to wrap up with this Joe Biden speech. Jim Crow Joe, Benadryl Joe, NyQuil Joe, Dayquil Joe, nighttime and daytime cough Joe. Get your Robitussin ready. Get your NyQuil ready. Jim Crow Joe, Benadryl Joe is on the check-in. Let's continue.
More Americans have peace of mind that comes from having health insurance. More Americans have health insurance today than ever before in American history. And after, as a young senator beginning to fight for 50 years to give Medicare the power to negotiate low prescription drug prices. We finally beat Big Pharma.
Again, you know, they're trying to make, you know, and I seen Kamala Harris do this, and I just want to talk about it just a little bit. They're trying to point fingers at everybody else but what they're doing. They don't want to talk about, you know, the mishaps that they've had in their administration. They don't want to talk about it. They keep pointing fingers at Big Pharma, the food industry, the banking. They're pointing fingers at everybody else but them. Why hasn't Biden and Kamala taken, you know, accountability for the shape that the economy is in? Why haven't they taken accountability for it? Why haven't they? Why have they yet to take accountability? That's a good question. Let's continue.
And guess who cast the tie-breaking vote? Vice President, soon-to-be President Kamala Harris. And now it's the law of the land. Instead of paying $400 a month for insulin, seniors with diabetes will pay $35 a month. The law we passed already includes, starting in January, every senior's total prescription costs can be capped at $2,000 no matter how expensive the drugs they have. And what we don't focus on, and our Republican friends don't seem to understand, our reforms don't just save seniors money, they save the American taxpayers money. You know what we just passed saves? It saved $160 billion over the next decade. That's not hyperbole. It's because Medicare no longer has to pay those.
Somebody said, what did he just say? Like, I don't know what it is, but it sounds like he has applesauce in his mouth. It just sounds like really like, I don't know, like he's eating something. I don't like something like real soft food. You know how elders, they eat like really mushy food, mashed potatoes, applesauce, pudding, Jello. It sounds like he got something in his mouth, like something like, I don't know, he got a little bit of pudding in his mouth, a little bit of mashed potato or something in there. I don't know. Yeah, it does sound, he sounds a little bit like, I don't know, like his jaw is not moving. I don't know.
Exorbitant prices to the Big Pharma.
He's getting forgetful in his speech. If you really listen, it's definitely time for Joe to go. It's time for him to go. You can see like he is dealing with something mentally. I think I mean, listen, he's an elder. He's an older man. You know, you can't blame him. You know, what is he in his 80s? You know, it's time for him to go. It's time for him to go. It really is. And the Democrats, clearly what they're doing is sending him off the pasture. They're sending him off the pasture. But what a lot of Americans have to ask yourself is, who's been running the country for the last 2.5 years? Who's running the country now? Because if he's struggling to get through this speech, if he's struggling to remember what to say and to, he sounded like he got mashed potatoes in his mouth. Clearly he's dealing with a lot. You know, who's running the country right now? Who's running the country? Hit that like button, y'all. We got 83 likes in the building. Hit that like. We got 300 people in the building. I should have at least 100 likes. Come on now. The math ain't mathing. Should have at least 100 likes if I got 300 people in the building. At least 100 likes. Hit that like button. Hit that like button right now. We're going to take some time. Hit that like button, y'all.
What a thrill.
Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, y'all.
With darkness and silence through the night.
Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're a patriot. If you're a patriot, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button.
And I'll melt into you.
Hit that like button right now. Hit it to the beat. 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 Yeah, man. Yeah, man, hit that like button, man. Let's get back into it. Cause yeah, Jim Crow Joe, he's putting me to sleep, man. He really is. Let me see something. Hold on.
Look. Well, thank you, Kamala, too.
We're not thanking either one of you.
Look.
Both of you are the reason that we're dealing with this inflation right now. Both of you are to blame for it. Why are we thanking you when you're the reason for our struggling paycheck to paycheck? You're the reason that people have to decide if they're going to pay for their groceries or if they're going to pay their mortgage or their apartment, rent this week. You're the reason, Joe. I don't know why people are thanking you. You got us on the brink of World War III. People are struggling to pay their bills. We're dealing with a bad inflation. Everybody's angry with you, from the Palestine protesters, from the LGBTQ to the black community. They are all angry with you. They are not happy. So what the hell are we thanking you for? What the hell are we thanking you for? I don't know what we're thanking you for. I don't know what the Democrats are thanking you for.
From schools and homes, so every child can drink clean water. We're providing affordable high-speed internet for every American, no matter where they live, not unlike what Roosevelt did with electricity. And so much more. We are uniting the country. We're growing our economy. We're improving our...
Somebody should just yell out, "Go home, Joe! Joe, go home, Joe! It's past your bedtime, Joe! Joe, it's time for bed, Joe! It's ice cream time, Joe!" That's what they should be yelling out to him.
Our Chips and Science Act meant that private companies from around the world are now investing literally tens of billions of dollars to build new chip factories right here in America. And over that period, they'll create tens of thousands of jobs. And many of those jobs in the so-called fabs, the buildings that make the chips, that's being constructed.
Why haven't you done any of this in the last 3.5 years, Joe?
Those fabs, size of a football.
Why haven't you been creating jobs?
Be over $100,000.
Why haven't you been fixing our economy?
Great. Because of you and so many electeds out there, American manufacturing is back. Where the hell to say we wouldn't lead the world in manufacturing? 800,000 new manufacturing jobs. Our Republican friends and others made sure they'd go abroad to get the cheapest labor. We used to import products and export jobs. Now we export American products and create American jobs right here in America, where jobs belong. With every new job, with every new factory, pride and hope is being brought back to communities throughout the country that were left behind. You know you're from them, many of you. You know what it's like when that factory closed.
We got a lot of Kamala sexuals in the building. I see you.
And now you're back.
Get your pronouns ready. Get your pronouns ready. We got a lot of Kamala sexuals in the building. Kamala sexuals, what are your pronouns? Let me know what your pronouns are. What are your pronouns, Kamala sexuals? If you're a Kamala voter, Democrat, I want to know what your pronouns are. Let me know what they are. Do you identify as a door? Maybe a seagull. Maybe you're a party of three. What do you identify with? Respectfully. I know we got a few of y'all in here. I just want to know. Just want to know how you guys are feeling. How y'all feeling out there? You know, I want to know how y'all feeling out there.
You got it, man. You got it. I agree. I'm proud. Look, remember he told we couldn't get anything done because we couldn't get anything done in the Congress? Well, with your support, we passed the most significant climate law in the history of mankind. Over $370 billion. Cutting carbon emissions in half by 2030. Launching a climate corps, similar to AmeriCorps and Peace Corps, creating tens of thousands of jobs for young people of the future who are going to make sure this continues. Creating hundreds of thousands of jobs in clean energy for American workers, including the IBEW installing 500,000.
All right, man.
From Russia. His future.
It's time to wrap it up, Joe.
The
Democrats are tired of you. The Republicans are tired of you. It's time to wrap it up, Joe.
We almost lost everything. What will our children say? Let me know in my heart when my days are through. America.
Are you talking about the same children that you like to sniff, Joe? What's up with Joe sniffing children? What's up with that? What's up with him with that? Can one of you Biden supporters, Kamala supporter, can y'all let me know what's up with him sniffing children? Why is he so touchy-feely? He always want to touch the child, always want to sniff him. What's up with him? Like what's going on with him? Is this something we need to know, you know? I mean, can y'all answer that? Can y'all answer that? I'm just curious. You know, it's very weird behavior.
I've given my heart and soul to our nation, and I've been blessed a million times in return with the support of the American people. I've either been too young to be in the Senate because I wasn't 30 yet, and too old to stay as president.
That's a damn fact. It's time for you to go, Joe. Time to go. I think I had enough of Jim Crow, Joe. He's putting me to sleep. I'm ready to take a nap, some NyQuil. Yeah, but that was Trump's speech. Let's get into some other stuff. Because there's some other things that had occurred during this DNC day one. Now, I don't know how much any of y'all know who Roland Martin is. Y'all know who Roland Martin is? Anybody know Roland Martin? Roland Martin got pressed. Roland Martin got pressed at, the DNC. He was out there, shucking and jiving for the political left. Shucking and jiving for the political left, getting his, celebratory token butter biscuits, that the Democrats like to leave out for him, and he got pressed. See, I don't know if you know the story of what happened with Roland Martin. Roland Martin, listen, he loves the Democrats. He's always, on the Democrat side. He's one of these black, news correspondents that, he's been campaigning for the Democrats all his life. Of course, he's Boule. He's down with that fraternal order. And he's licking the boots of the, political left. But, he was talking real spicy online to somebody online who had, they were questioning Kamala Harris. They were saying, yo, Kamala Harris, she ain't been doing this and she ain't been doing that, and she's not the right choice. He was critiquing Kamala Harris. He's a BLM guy as well. And he got at Roland Martin because Roland Martin was talking real spicy. Roland Martin called the young black man stupid. Think about it. He called him stupid just because he didn't want to support Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, mind you, this is what Kamala Harris said about doing anything for black voters. This is what she said about doing anything for black voters.
I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
That's what she said about doing anything for black voters. But Roland Martin called this black man stupid because he was criticizing Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. Let's get into it. He had to press Roland Martin. He had to press him.
I gave you enough. We gave you enough. Yesterday, you tweeted about you tweeted and called me dumb.
He said, yesterday you called me dumb. Roland Martin was on Twitter calling people dumb for not supporting Kamala Harris. He was calling you, if you were black and you wasn't licking the boots of the political left, Roland Martin was calling you dumb. He was calling you stupid. If you didn't vote for Kamala Harris, that's what he was calling black men and black women. And this black man, he said, you know what, Roland Martin? I'm going to address you. I'm going to show up to the DNC and I'm going to address you face to face. Since you want to call me dumb for having an opinion, having my own mind, my own thoughts, my own feeling, and I'm not licking the political left-wing boots like you. He said, nah, Roland Martin, I don't want to lick the Democrats' boots like you. I don't think the Democrats' boots taste good. Joe Biden, he stepped in some dog dung. But you're still licking the boots, Roland. Kamala Harris, she stepped in some cow dung. You're still licking the boots, Roland Martin. Every other black person doesn't move like you, doesn't think like you. That's an absolute fact. And I have absolutely nothing but respect for this black man for standing up to Roland Martin. Standing up to him because he thinks he's an authority in the black community. He thinks he's an authority figure in the black community. You are not an authority figure in the black community, Roland Martin. You are not. I don't know who lied to you. To think that you are a figure in the black community, Roland. You are not.
Say what you got to say right now. Say what you got.
He was sweating oxtail sauce. They said Roland Martin was sweating Dr. Pepper. Roland Martin was sweating gravy. Roland Martin was sweating pork chop grease, chicken grease, fish grease. They had to press him. Listen, man. And listen, it was just an argument. And I want to say respect to that man. It was just an argument. It was very. I thought that he handled this very classy. It didn't go to the fisticuffs. Nobody put hands on one another. They just had a disagreement. The young man, he decided to face Roland Martin for calling him stupid because he decided to have his own thought, his own opinion on Kamala and the Democrats. And he wanted to challenge Roland Martin, thinking that he's some type of authority figure in the black community. You are not an authority figure in the black community, Roland. Who lied to you? Who lied to Roland Martin thinking that he's some type of authority figure and he talks for all black men? We are not a monolith. Some people are gonna feel like, you know what, Trump is the best option. Some people are gonna feel like, you know what, I will vote for Kamala. Some of us are gonna feel like, you know what, I'm not voting for neither. I don't like neither one of these candidates. You do not speak on behalf of all black men. You do not speak on behalf of all of black men's interests, Roland Martin. You are licking on the boots of the Democrats. That's what you do. That's what you do. You know, but I just want to talk about that. I just want to get into that. And again, you know, it didn't go to the fisticuffs. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got hands put on them. They just, had a little screaming match, if you will. Had a little screaming match. Now, I want to talk about this. The protesters down there at the DNC. Listen, hear me out. Especially the Kamala supporters and the Democrats in here. The people are not happy with you. Because, we have a lot of people that come in here, for the shows and whatnot, and they cape for Kamala, and they say, oh, well, Trump ain't doing this, and Trump ain't going to do that, and this, that, and the third. And they have a complete misconception of me. I am not a Trump supporter. I do not support Trump. I will not be voting for Trump. But a lot of you are licking the boots of the political left so hard that you think that anybody that criticizes the political left, you think that we're automatically MAGA supporters or that we're Trump supporters. No, I'm just a free-thinking American. That's all I am. But you got your tongue so deep in the political left-wing Democratic agenda's ass that you can't even realize that somebody just having their own thoughts. But the people, the pro-Palestine people, the people from the LGBTQ community, the people from the feminist community, they are not happy. They protested outside of the DNC, outside of Chicago. Here you go. Look at them. They're not happy. They're not happy with the work you've been doing. They're not happy. And if you look at this banner that they have, look closely at this banner. I want y'all to look closely at this banner. The banner says feminists, LGBTQ, and pro-Palestine. The feminists, pro-Palestine, and LGBTQ have joined forces to call out the Democrats. They are not happy with you. The people that you've been pandering to, the Democrats, Kung Fu pandas, the people that you have been pandering to aren't happy with you. And you can add the black populace and the black community to that. They are not happy with you. So you can sit up there and, Joe Biden, Jim Crow Joe, you can act like you're for the people. But the people have already spoken. The people have already said, we're not happy with you. You've been dropping the ball on everything. You are not for us. You are not helping us. And those people's votes, those people's hearts and minds, they will be heard on election night. They will be heard on election night. Again, listen, they were not happy. Hold on. This is another one right here. Let's get into this. Look at the people out there. Look at the people out there. Hold on. The people of Chicago have let their voices be heard. And I heard they're going to be on top of you all week. This was just night one of the DNC. I heard that people are going to be on your necks all week for the DNC. And I heard the people of Chicago, they're looking for a couple of you Democratic bootlickers. I heard they're looking for Don Lemon. Of course, they're looking for Roland Martin. They're looking for a couple of y'all. A lot of people, listen, they're just ready to call you out, They're just ready to call you out. They're just looking to confront you on your views. They're looking to confront you. The Democrats have not been working for the people. You have not been working for the embetterment and the enrichment of people. And, people are just letting their voices be heard, No matter where you stand on the side of the fence, people have spoken. They're not happy. I'm just showing y'all, the people that were out there, they were not happy. They were not happy. And don't think it was just pro-Palestine people out there. There was people of the LGBTQ out there. There was people of the feminist movement out there. There were people from different communities voicing their disappointment with the Democrats. Let the record show that. Let the record show that it was a lot. It's a lot of people. Here I'm thinking. Hold on. Here I'm thinking all this time that it's just black people that are mad with the Democrats. I'm thinking it's just black people mad at the Democrats. Here I'm thinking it's just black people in these impoverished neighborhoods. Here I'm thinking it's just black people that's mad at the Democrats. No. There's other people that are mad because the Democrats, they pander to everybody. And the problem when you pander to everybody, people are going to expect you to do the work that comes with you pandering. People don't just want you to pander. They want you to do something. They want you to incentivize them. They want action. They want you to get your hands dirty. They want you, especially when you have the power to, and you're a Joe Biden and you're a Kamala Harris, they want you to actually do something. And, salute to those people that are out there calling out the Democrats. I hope that the people out there, the protesters out there, I hope that they, I hope they put pressure on the Democrats. Apply some pressure to them. They haven't been doing their job. They've been asleep at the wheel. Put pressure on the Democrats. Expect for them to do more. Hit that like button, y'all. I need you to hit that like button. Hit that like button right now, y'all.
What a thrill.
Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button, y'all.
With darkness and silence through the night.
A lot of y'all in the darkness, hit that like button right now.
What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that subscribe button. Again, this is just day one of the DNC. I'm still waiting for Beyonce to make an appearance. I'm looking at the chat right now. Do you think Beyonce Beyonce has given Kamala Harris the rights to use one of her songs. I think the name of the song is called Freedom. Do you think Beyonce will make an appearance at the DNC this week? Do you think that's going to happen? Let me know in the chat. I'm looking right now. Do you think she's going to make an appearance? Because she's given Kamala Harris the rights to use her music. Give me 1 second, y'all. We got some idiots in here. Like, dog, like, if you don't like me, then go somewhere, bro. Like, why are you here? You're telling me that you don't like me? Go somewhere then. If I don't like somebody, I'm just gonna leave their page. I'm just gonna leave. Like, if I was watching somebody and I didn't like them, like, you know, I would just go off the page and watch somebody else that I did like. Like, I don't know why you're sitting here telling me. I don't know the guy's name, but okay, all right, whatever. Welcome to the block party, by the way. People are saying no. I hope not. Okay. Yeah, people are mostly saying no. Okay. All right. Yo, again, bro. What are you talking about, bro? I'm sending niggas to the block party. Donald Plump, welcome to the block party, sir. Give me some barbecue potato chips. Welcome to the block party, sir. I'm not waiting for anything, bro. I've been doing YouTube for 5 years, bro. I've spent more time doing videos for free and not getting paid for it than I've had, you know, getting paid and getting monetized or getting, you know, donations. Like I've done YouTube free for years, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about, bro. You clearly don't know me. I just want to see if people think that Beyonce is going to go. Oh, people say no. Okay. Yeah. Let me just take care of some of these idiots in here. It's like a lot of weirdos in here. Like, bro, go somewhere. Why are some of y'all here, bro? Like, if you don't like what I'm talking about, go somewhere. Some of y'all are just weird. Like I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like maybe it's just a generational thing. Like, you know, if I don't like somebody, I'm not gonna watch their content. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. Like, maybe it's like a generational thing. Like, people, like, if they don't like you, they want to sit and watch you and see everything you're gonna say. Like, I'm not from that generation. Like, if I didn't like somebody, like, I would just leave and watch something else. Like, I think, like, I don't know, maybe it's just a younger thing. I don't know. It's weird though. Like, it literally be people in here like telling me they don't like me or I don't like something I said and they want to like diss me or something like that, bro. Go somewhere else. Nobody's holding you hostage here. Go somewhere else. Like, wait, what are you doing here? Go somewhere else. Go scroll down, watch somebody else. Like, I don't understand it. I'm not from that generation. I don't know that. When I didn't like somebody, like literally, when I didn't like somebody, I would just watch something else. I don't get it. It's a generational thing, I guess. I don't know. Like, just like, I don't know. Some of these like younger people, like if they don't like you, they just want to sit and watch you. Like, I think I don't know. It's just weird to me. I don't get it. But okay. Yeah. Somebody said they need some sort of recognition. I think it is that. You know? But with that being said, y'all, listen, we have a lot to get to this week. I didn't even get around to the Hillary Clinton video. I wanted to get to the Hillary Clinton video, but it's kind of late. I'm kind of tired. Listen, the DNC continues tomorrow. We're going to do more. I want to see what celebrity that they're going to bring up. I have a feeling they're going to bring a lot of celebrities out. They wanna outdo what the Republicans did with Hulk Hogan showing up, Amber Rose. So they definitely gonna call a favor in for one of the celebrities to come through and talk to the people. So ultimately, that's what we're gonna see. We're gonna see a celebrity pop up. So get ready for. I think it's gonna be Beyonce. I don't think it's gonna be tomorrow though. If they call Beyonce and she decides to do it, I think it's gonna be either Thursday or Friday that happens. It's gonna be the same night Kamala pops up. So it definitely won't be tomorrow because they're gonna want that type of firepower for Kamala to speak. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see who pops up. We're gonna see what favors they call in the Democratic left. They know a lot of people. They're gonna absolutely, look at that Jeffrey Epstein list and call in a favor. Absolutely. Somebody said the RNC brought washed up celebrities. I mean, listen, man, Hulk Hogan was the man back in the day, Is he a racist? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, I would say yes. But Hulk Hogan was the man back in the day. Dana White, he's a great businessman. UFC, I mean, that's a dope. UFC is dope. Great brand, great fights. Who else they had? Amber Rose, socialite. I mean, we come from a society of championing socialites. Look at Kim Kardashian and the Kardashians. We come from a society of championing socialites. So, I mean, Amber Rose is just a socialite. So, I mean, you calling her washed up. And now, I kind of agree with that, but I mean, listen, man, she rings bells in certain circles, I guess. Certain circles that maybe me and you are not in. Maybe she rings bells in. Somebody said the Democrats had people twerking. That's classy. I agree. I agree. But in any event, y'all, listen, man. We're gonna continue to talk about the DNC tomorrow. We're gonna see who they bring out. We're gonna see they had Maxine Waters come out. They had Hillary come out. Who else? Jim Crow Joe, of course. So they called in some firepower. At least politically. They called in some firepower politically. We're going to see who they call in tomorrow. I expect to see a rapper. Don't be surprised to see a rapper up there. Maybe T.I. Maybe T.I. got the call. Maybe. I don't think Killer Mike would do it. But T.I. possibly. I'm just trying to think what rapper we possibly may see this week. Meg Thee Stallion may make an appearance. Give me some names, y'all. Give me some names before we get out of here. Give me some names. What rapper do you think is going to show up at the DNC? Let me know. Give me some names, y'all, before we get out of here. Is there anybody I'm missing as far as like a rapper? Just rappers right now. We'll get to the movie stars, but what rapper do you think we're going to see? What rapper do you think we're gonna see at the DNC, y'all? Yeah, give me some names. I think Meg. Possibly we may see Meg. Nah, Jay-Z got too much money. He's not. Diddy. Somebody said Diddy. If Diddy popped up, that would be crazy. Lil Wayne ain't doing that. Nah, Lil Wayne, that's Trump's guy. Cardi B. Cardi B says she's not rocking with the Democrats no more. Snoop Dogg, nah. I don't think Snoop Dogg would do it. I don't think Snoop Dogg would do it. Snoop doesn't want to. I don't think Snoop wants to rub shoulders with the You know, with the Democrats, I don't think that's his bag. Somebody said Drake. I don't think it would be in Drake's best interest to show up. Flavor Flav, okay. Cardi B, okay. Yeah. Well, Cardi B has already said that she's not rocking with the Democrats this year. So I don't think Cardi B's gonna be there. Like I said, MC Hammer, nah, that's not happening. They need a rapper that's, you know, high profile, that's in the news, that has a name. Meg Thee Stallion is a good one. Meg Thee Stallion's a good one. Maybe one of the female rappers. Maybe not Nicki. Maybe like Lotto. You may see Lotto there. Don't be surprised if you see Lotto there. You may see Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion, she's already showed up for a rally, so don't be surprised to see her there. Doja Cat, that's an interesting one. Somebody said Kid Rock. Diddy is not gonna be there, bro. Why would Diddy be there? Come on, bro. Taylor Swift. Missy Elliott? No, that's not gonna happen. Taylor Swift is interesting. Taylor Swift is interesting. I don't think that they have enough money to get Taylor Swift. I don't think they have. Taylor Swift is making too much money and her brand is just too big. I don't think she wants to come down and rub shoulders with the Democrats, you know. Maybe if Trump dissed her, she probably would have done it, but I don't think she's gonna do it. Eminem, no, I don't see Eminem do it. That's not Eminem's bag. Chris Brown, nah, that's not gonna happen either. Yeah, like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, the names that you're saying, it's like, I don't know. Nobody said Quavo. Quavo was at one of the rallies. Will Quavo be there? And remember, guys, we're in Chicago. Nobody has mentioned Common. Do you think Common will take the stage? We're in Chicago. Remember, this is Chicago. Will Common Sense from Chicago, will he take the stage? You know, Kanye won't be there. You know, Kanye won't be there. But I'm thinking like Chicago, Common, Lupe, Fiasco. I don't think Lupe would do it. I'm just thinking of names of, you know, some rappers that we may see there. Lizzo's a good one. Sexy Red, okay. Yeah, I just want to see the names because, you know, there's probably some people that we're not thinking of that will possibly be there. You know, Little Nas X. That's okay. Now you're putting on your thinking caps. Little Nas X might be there. Little Nas X. He might be there. He might go. Chance the Rapper. Now we're putting on your thinking caps. Okay. Chance the Rapper and Little Nas X. I'm gonna have to write that down. Let me write that down. Hold on. Let me write that down. Because I wasn't thinking that. Now you got me thinking. Hold on. Let me write that down. Chance the Rapper, because I wanna go back to this and make sure, like, okay, these are the people that I think is gonna pop up. Okay, Little Nas X, Chance the Rapper. Okay, Little Nas X, Chance the Rapper. I'm gonna put Common down too, because I think Common may show up. So I'm gonna put Common down too. Little Nas X, Common, and Chance the Rapper. Absolutely. I can see all three of them showing up. Absolutely. I can see all three of them popping up. Absolutely. Absolutely, I can see them. Queen Latifah. Okay. Queen Latifah. I don't think Queen Latifah moves the needle though. I don't think Queen Latifah is going to move the needle. And I know Hulk Hogan and Amber Rose didn't necessarily move the needle. But you got to think this is the Democrats here. You know, this is the Progressive Party. I can see Common, Lil Nas X, and Chance the Rapper being there. Absolutely. How about movie stars? What movie stars do you think will be there? Listen, this is who they got to go up against. They got to go up against Dana White, Hulk Hogan, Amber Rose. These are just some of the celebrities that was at the RNC. So they've got to top that. You know, it's very toppable. They can top it, but I just want to hear some names. Quavo, let me actually write down Quavo too, because he was at the rally. So let me write down Quavo. I think Quavo may make an appearance there. He may make an appearance there. TD Snakes, okay. TD Jakes. You know what? I'm gonna put down TD Jakes. You know what? I think that's a good. I think I'm gonna put that down because you know what? They need like a Christian there. They need like a Christian leader there. I think TD Jakes. I think that's good. Yeah, I'm gonna put that down too. I think TD Jakes may be there. They need like a Christian leader there. Drew Barrymore. Okay. Yeah. Somebody said PSY. You talking about the your Gangnam Style guy? Listen, we're gonna see. Okay. Well, listen, we're gonna find out. I wrote down some of the names. Yeah, I wrote down some of the names. What about nobody said George Clooney? Do you think George Clooney give some type of donation to Kamala? Yeah, nobody said George Clooney. Robert De Niro, okay. Yeah, Robert De Niro, he's been kicking in the back of Donald Trump. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna find out. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Our focus is the election season. We will be talking about all things politics on this channel. We are devoted to that. We will be reporting on the DNC. We're talking about all things DNC. This is the most important election of our lifetime. Make no mistake about it. So listen, if it's your first time here, this is your first time on this channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video. But with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have been entertained as well as enlightened. I am your host, True and Living. It's a pleasure to rock out with you guys. I'm gonna see you guys, God willing, tomorrow. We'll probably do a video. We'll talk about some more topics. But with that being said, you guys have a blessed night, man. We are out of here. Y'all have a good night, man. We out.
What a thrill, with darkness and silence through the night. What a thrill. I'm searching and I'll melt into you.
I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
Fire! 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 Fire!